Good evening, this is All India Radio and I'm Anuja Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews preparations for launch of Ayushman Bharat scheme, providing health assurance to 10 crore poor families. A group of ministers formed to look into GST-related issues of micro, small and medium enterprises. World Health Organization praises India for increased rural sanitation coverage. 7 high courts to get new chief justices. North Korea continues its nuclear program, violating international sanctions, says a UN report. In sports, PV Sindhu enters women's singles final of World Badminton Championships. And England beat India by 31 runs in Birmingham Test. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today reviewed the progress on preparations for the launch of the Ayushman Bharat scheme. The scheme will give health assurance to over 10 crore poor and vulnerable families. It will provide coverage up to 5 lakh rupees per family. Top officials of the Health Ministry, Niti Aayog and Prime Minister's Office briefed Mr. Modi on various aspects, including the preparations in states and development of the technological infrastructure associated with the scheme. The Prime Minister had inaugurated the first health and wellness centre under Ayushman Bharat in the aspirational district of Bijapur in Chhattisgarh on the occasion of Ambedkar Jayanti this April. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The Ayushman Bharat program seeks to provide affordable medical facilities in the remote parts of the country. A beneficiary will be allowed to take cashless benefits from any public and private empaneled hospital. Families belonging to poor and vulnerable population based on socio-economic caste census database will be benefited through the scheme. Beneficiary can visit the nearby center across the country to get the benefit of this scheme. The Ayushman Bharat has twin missions. The first is to create a network of 1.5 lakh health and wellness centers across the country to deliver comprehensive primary health care. Secondly, it aims at providing insurance cover to 40% of India's population for secondary and tertiary care, including hospitalization costs. With Dipendra Kumar, Suparna Sekya, AR News, Delhi.
A group of ministers headed by Minister of State for Finance, Shiv Pratap Shukla, has been formed to look into the GST-related issues of micro, small and medium enterprises. Briefing media after the 29th meeting of GST Council, Finance Minister Piyush Goyal said that issues related to small businessmen and retailers were discussed today. Mr. Goyal said the Council has decided to form subcommittees under the leadership of Minister of State for Finance, Shiv Pratap Shukla, to look after issues concerning MSME sector.
दोनों कमिटीज गहराई से चिंतन करके अपनी अपनी रिकमेंडेशंस बनाएंगी और एक ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स हेडेड बाय आवर ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर ऑफ फाइनेंस जो विषय आज चर्चा हुए हैं उसके ऊपर गहराई से विषय के अध्ययन करके फिटमेंट कमेटी लॉ कमेटी से चर्चा कर जीएसटी काउंसिल के समक्ष पर चर्चा करने के लिए रखे जाएंगे.
Justice Geeta Mittal was today appointed as the Chief Justice of the Jammu and Kashmir High Court. She was the acting Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court. According to a separate Law Ministry notification, Justice Rajendra Menon, the Chief Justice of the Patna High Court, has been posted as the new Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court. Justice M.K. Shah of the Gujarat High Court has been elevated as Chief Justice of the Patna High Court. In a series of other appointments, Justice Kalpesh Satyendra Jhaveri, a judge of the Rajasthan High Court, has been elevated as the Chief Justice of the Orissa High Court. He replaces Justice Vineet Saran, who has been elevated to the Supreme Court. Justice Aniruddha Bose, a judge of the Calcutta High Court, has been elevated as the Chief Justice of the Jharkhand High Court. Justice Vijaya K. Tahil Ramani, a judge of the Bombay High Court, has been elevated as the Chief Justice of the Madras High Court. She succeeds Justice Indira Banerjee, who has been elevated to the Apex Court. Justice Rishikesh Roy of the Kerala High Court has been elevated as its Chief Justice. In Rajasthan, BJP President Amit Shah today flagged off Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje's statewide Rajasthan Gaurav Yatra from Charbhuja Nath Temple in Rajsamand district. After this, Mr. Shah and Raje addressed first rally of this yatra in JK Stadium in Kankroli. BJP President said that Narendra Modi-led government has rushed the development at each village. Speaking on NRC, Mr. Shah said that we will identify Bangladeshi people residing in India illegally without any delay. Mr. Shah emphasized on 116 progressive schemes of central government which is for benefit of rural people.
मोदी सरकार ने 116 योजनाएं राजस्थान के ग्रामीण गरीब मतदाताओं के लिए बनाई। वसुंधरा जी ने इसे नीचे पहुंचाने का काम किया।
This yatra is assumed to be informal initiation of BJP's election campaign for upcoming assembly election in the state. Raje will traverse more than 6,000 kilometers and cover 165 constituencies during the 40-day long visit of the state. The Congress Working Committee CWC today discussed draft of National Register of Citizen NRC in Assam, unemployment, agriculture and economic situation. Briefing media after the meeting, party spokesperson Randeep Singh Surjewala said the CWC was of the view that every Indian should be given an opportunity to prove their citizenship in final NRC. On the other hand, the BJP accused the Congress of siding with illegal migrants in Assam. Briefing media persons in New Delhi, BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra alleged that the party is using them as a vote bank. President Ram Nath Kovind reached Hyderabad this evening on a two-day visit. Telangana and Andhra Pradesh Governor E.S.L. Narasimhan and several ministers and senior officials welcomed the President at the Begumpet Airport. He will deliver the convocation address at the IIT Hyderabad at Kandi near Sangareddy tomorrow. The President will also plant a few saplings at the Rashtrapati Nilayam at Bollaram during his visit. In Jammu and Kashmir, a civilian was killed during intense clashes between civilian protesters and security forces in Ganaupara area of South Kashmir's Sopian district late this afternoon. Several protesters were reported injured during clashes amid stone pelting from the areas near encounter site and few other areas in the district. Earlier, 5 local terrorists were killed during counter-terrorism operation in Kilura area in the district that was launched late yesterday evening. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. The rural sanitation coverage has reached over 89% in the country from 39% in October 2014. World Health Organization praised India for this achievement. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed his happiness at the WHO lauding India for accelerated sanitation coverage. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said, the observations by the WHO study on India's strides in cleanliness and sanitation are fascinating. He said the Swachh Bharat mission has an important role in saving lakhs of lives. Details from our correspondent.
The WHO findings show that there have been significant health and economic benefits as Swachh Bharat mission goes beyond changing the behavior of rural Indians. It said more than 3 lakh loss of lives due to diarrheal deaths could be prevented if the mission is fully implemented. Launched by the Prime Minister in 2014, 19 states and union territories have become open defecation-free ODF under the mission. So far, 8 crore toilets have been constructed under the program. The government has set a target of 100% sanitation coverage and ODF India by 2nd October next year. With Ashish Kumar, Zakir Nazir, AIR News, Delhi.
A Clean India will be the best tribute that India could pay to Mahatma Gandhi on his 150th birth anniversary in 2019 by providing Swachh Bharat with 100% open defecation-free society. The campaign has generated much awareness about cleanliness in every part of the country. Here is a ground report from Visakhapatnam.
Ever since the launch of the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan in 2014, around 17 states and the union territories have become open defecation free till now. The government of India is confident of raising these numbers to 25 by October 2018. Adari Kishore Kumar, Swachh Bharat activist, has expressed their confidence that the mission will be fulfilled soon.
First, I have started from my home. So initially we started the program with the school children, wherein we talk about the Swachh Bharat program. We'll follow the pledge of Swachh Bharat, and after the pledge, we make sure that all the children will participate in Swachh Bharat program for half an hour.
Andhra Pradesh has become the first large state in the country to be declared as open defecation free. In order to acquire the ODF status, individual household toilets were constructed. There is no space found to construct a toilet in the house premises. Community toilets and public toilets were constructed in a large way. Doggari Venkata Lakshmi of the Goa Nippon, one of the beneficiaries from Pendurti Mandal, expressed happiness.
Earlier, I used to go to far-off places for open defecation. I have two daughters who faced hardships to attend natural calls in the morning. Individual lavatory provided by the government helped us to have healthy atmosphere and safety to my daughters.
The state has not only achieved open defecation free status before its deadline of October 2018, but has also initiated ODF plus activities. Srinivas Mahesh, AIR News, Visakhapatnam.
North Korea has not stopped its nuclear and missile programs and is violating UN sanctions, including a massive increase in illicit ship-to-ship transfers of petroleum products, UN experts said in a new report. A summary of the report by experts monitoring UN sanctions against North Korea, which was sent to the Security Council, said North Korea is also violating sanctions by transferring coal at sea and flouting an arms embargo and financial sanctions. The panel of experts said North Korea attempted to sell small arms and light weapons and other military equipment via foreign intermediaries, including Syrian arms traffickers in the case of Houthi Shiite rebels in Yemen, as well as Libya and Sudan. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj reached Tashkent in Uzbekistan on the final leg of her three-nation tour. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar in a tweet said that Mrs. Swaraj held productive discussion in the fields of trade and economy, defense and security, and exchanged views on regional and global issues during delegation-level talks with her Uzbek counterpart Abdul Aziz Kamilov today. Mrs. Swaraj will interact with the Indian community and offer tribute at Lal Bahadur Shastri Memorial. In Pakistan, at least 18 people were killed and 35 others injured when a bus collided with an oil tanker today. Authorities said the Karachi-bound bus was hit by the oil tanker from the opposite direction on the Indus Highway near Kohat in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. 35 others injured are admitted in a hospital. Union Minister of State for Youth Affairs and Sports and Information and Broadcasting Rajyavardhan Singh Rathod today held a meeting with Goa Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar in Panaji to take stock of preparations for the International Film Festival of India. In a tweet, Mr. Rathod said Mr. Parrikar's relentless energy, positive attitude and commitment to the people of Goa are exemplary and inspiring. Goa Chief Secretary Dharmendra Sharma and other senior officials also attended the meeting. Ace Indian shuttler PV Sindhu entered the women's singles final at the World Championship in Nanjing, China this evening. In the semi-final, she registered a brilliant 21-16, 24-22 win over world number 2 Akane Yamaguchi of Japan. Sindhu will face Carolina Marin of Spain in the final tomorrow. Sindhu is the lone Indian to progress in the Badminton World Championships as her compatriots Saina Nehwal, B. Sai Praneeth and the mixed doubles pair of Satvik Sairaj Ranik Reddy and Ashwini Ponappa lost in the quarterfinals yesterday. India suffered a 31-run loss to England on the fourth day of the opening test at Edgbaston, Birmingham today. Skipper Virat Kohli's heroics went in vain amid yet another abject batting capitulation. It was virtually Kohli versus England. Resuming on overnight 110 for 5, India folded up for 162 in 54.2 overs despite Kohli's combative 51 off 93 balls and Hardik Pandya's 31. All-rounder Stokes, who claimed 4 wickets, removed Kohli and Mohammad Shami in the same over. James Anderson and Stuart Broad claimed 2 wickets each as England drew first blood in what promises to be an engrossing 5-match series. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews preparations for launch of Ayushman Bharat scheme, providing health assurance to 10 crore poor families. A group of ministers formed to look into GST-related issues of micro, small and medium enterprises. World Health Organization praises India for increased rural sanitation coverage. 7 high courts to get new chief justices. North Korea continues its nuclear program, violating international sanctions, says a UN report. And in sports, PV Sindhu enters women's singles final of World Badminton Championships. And England beat India by 31 runs in Birmingham Test. And that's all in the news at 9. Good night.